Finally, autocross weekend is here. I've been waiting for this weekend or this month for a while now. I've been autocrossing the EVO for a while now, but I've never posted a full video. I've recorded but never posted it. So this time I am gonna post this video. We are going to be autocrossing the EVO, and today we're gonna prepare it for that autocross event. So first we're gonna wash it, then I'm gonna try to remove some weight from it. Rear tire, rear spare tire, maybe remove the front crash bar, maybe remove the rear seats, just get it a little bit light, and also check tire pressure before going, and get some tools in the back, get some beverages, snacks, fridge, the whole deal, because we're gonna be there all day tomorrow. So this should be good. Let's wash the car first. So car is completely washed. As you can see, now we're gonna move into checking the car and making sure we are all set up for the autocross event. So the main important thing to check on is, of course, your engine for your car, and making sure that you're completely safe and ready to have a full autocross / track day on the racetrack. So of course, you're gonna check your oil, you're gonna check your coolant, make sure that you have a good radiator to, hold it, keep the heat away from the car as much as possible. In my case, just make sure that you have all your fluids are good. If, in my opinion, something that I would usually do is just change the oil. I just changed the oil like a month ago, and I haven't driven the car that much. So you're good to go. Very important for the EVOs, and I'm gonna put this in capital letters: transfer case and differential. Most importantly, the transfer case. In the EVOs, it's something that's very common. People blow their TKs, and the reason is because they just didn't check their oil level. So just please pop that bolt out and make sure that you do have enough fluid in there. If it's coming out and you're on a level floor, that should be good enough to check. But just always make sure that you check your TK's fluid and your diff fluid. Of course, another thing, and I keep saying of course, but it's not really that of course, just make sure that your transmission fluid is good, and all your fluids. Just check all your fluids, please. Another thing to make sure is to check your tire pressure. Of course, this all depends on what setup you are trying, like what setup or what is your goal for the day. In my case, I usually start with 29 PSI. That's cold. So then once it starts warming up and I start warming up the tires, you're gonna see me tomorrow start lowering the PSI in the track. So usually you want to put it a little bit low. You could get a little bit more grip, and that all depends on your setup and what tire you're running. And that's pretty much it. So basically, if you have your car ready, maintained, other things you want to check is your dampening and all of that, depending on the suspension and everything. But besides that, that is pretty much it in checking the car up. Now I'm gonna start removing certain things from the car to try to reduce weight, and I'll show you guys that right now. Car is completely checked over and ready to go. Just got to put the bumper back on from the front, but let me show you guys exactly what I removed. From the rear, removed everything, spare tire, jack stand, everything. You can see everything over there. So this should be maybe, I don't know, I honestly don't know how much this could weigh, but maybe 50 pounds, maybe less. I don't know how much that tire could weigh. But here, remove back seats completely. So you remove the bottom and the top. And let me clarify real quick, just to remove this bottom cushion, which is super easy. It's just these tabs right here, pull them forward, go through the bottom, pull them forward on both sides. You could take that apart real easy. And then for this back part, there's 3 bolts. There's one right here, one somewhere over there, and then there's the third one's all the way over there. And then all you do is just pull it up and you take it out. So only 3 bolts for that one. That was super easy. And as you can see, this is everything we removed from the car. In the front, didn't touch anything. The front staying that way. But I would say, I don't know, maybe 80 pounds, maybe less. I don't know, these aren't that heavy. This front bar could be 20 something pounds. The tire is pretty heavy, of course. And then the rest is just nonsense stuff, but you know, anything counts. I just need to put the bumper back on. That's the brace I removed, which it's a little bit better. It's an autocross, it's a closed track. If I'm gonna hit something, I'm gonna hit a cone, or if I could hit a wall, it's gonna be a plastic wall. So I went ahead and removed this. Obviously, I don't recommend you to remove a crash beam if you're gonna drive it on the road. The track is 2 minutes away from my house, so I'm gonna drive it from here to the track. So we should be good. Now, also gets more air into the intercooler, colder air. Tomorrow's weather is gonna be great, so that's always a good thing. And then I already checked the tire pressure for all the tires. And basically that's it. So we're all set to go. Checked all my fluids, checked everything over, checked the diff, checked the T-case. And now it's just a matter of putting the bumper back on, and that's it. We're a go for tomorrow. One thing for the people that have never been to an autocross event or a track day, take a lot of water. These are just some tips that I've learned in the past 5 autocrosses. Take a lot of water, take some snacks, sandwiches and things like that, because you're not gonna wanna buy those fast food hamburgers and things like that. You are gonna be in your car without AC. So if you live in Florida like me, it's kinda hot. So yeah, just take some stuff. I'm gonna take a tent with some seats, you know, so you could be in the shade. Again, Florida, very hot. What else do I recommend? Take tire gauge pressure to check your tires. Very important if you're gonna be monitoring your tire pressure. And some tools, very important. If you bring some jacks, bring some, just the essentials, some ratchets and things like that. Simple stuff that you might need. Maybe a clamp gets loose. It happened to me. For my intercooler piping, one of the clamps just got completely loose. So that's something that you always want to have, even though there's going to be some people, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to have tools, but it's always good to have your own stuff. So gotta get some sleep, gotta wake up tomorrow very early. The driver's meeting, I think it's at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. So gotta get up pretty early. And yeah, let me get some rest and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm super excited for tomorrow. I can't wait to be able to drive the EVO for what it's intended to do. So let's go get some sleep. So we've made it here to autocross today. Today we get to race the car. This is gonna be our competition. We are gonna be racing in S2000s. The point of the video is to get the best time possible against Andy's S2000, which Andy's S2000 against my EVO. There's gonna be a big weight difference, but more or less I got a couple of bolt-ons and he has exhaust and everything. He has seats, roll cage and everything. So this should be a way lighter car, but let's see what time this does and this time does.
Oh, bro. Tokyo Drift? Yee!
We're gonna give a fun run to Giselle. She's kind of nervous, so let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try to record it, but I don't know if it will capture like both of us at the same time. She's crazy. Made it home from the track day. I'm exhausted, as you can see. It was a ton of fun, like no complaints whatsoever. The car performed amazing. The best time, which I think I'm gonna post while the clips are rolling, but the best time was 55.7, which was really good for, in my eyes. The best I've done was 58, so 3 seconds is a huge deal in a track. So much fun. If you have friends and you guys like cars, you need to take your car out to an autocross day or to the track, just drag racing, anything. Like, I always have a blast, fun time. Andy's S2000 did 55.9, which is insane. By 0.2, I beat him. That's insane. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and like always, keep grinding. Take care.